Okay. This is just... Hello. I'm setting up to go live on Instagram. No music will be played. So to start off the live, to start off the live, I'm going to announce the giveaway winner for the giveaway that I have. And then I'm going to do readings for a little minute. I'm not going to be on here long at all. Just wanted to check in. I definitely feel like I'm going to start going live more. Let's see what Instagram's talking about. Instagram be fake dry. That's my phone right here for Instagram. But what's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Make sure y'all liking the live when you come in. Like I said, I was just telling TikTok I'm going to be announcing the giveaway winner. It took me so long. I ain't gonna lie, I did wait till the last minute. But it took me so long because how many freaking names I had to enter? I'm like, ah. But it's cool. I appreciate the engagement. And so that's what we're going to start off with. I guess 6:20, I will announce the winner. And then we will get into the readings. Now, I was supposed to be announcing the YouTube winner. That's not happening because I forgot. So I'm going to probably make a little flyer. Because I want to make sure I can read those who want to get read. I think I want to do a collective reading. Hey, Effect Healing, thank you. I think I want to do a collective reading. And if anyone wants questions, we'll get into questions. I low-key like questions better, but I be feeling bad because I can't get to everybody's question all the time. So that's why I'm like, oh, if it's a collective, you know, everybody's here. But what do y'all want to do? Y'all want to do collective or... You see this keep going out. Oh. What do y'all prefer? Miami Sunday. You in Miami? Okay. Hey, 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 you caught me, LOL. Collective, yo. How are y'all feeling? Collective or questions? How do I feel about the TikTok ban? Shit. Let me wash my mouth, sorry. I mean, hey, things happen. I am on YouTube. Thanks for bringing that up because I have not been telling people to subscribe to my YouTube. I feel like the TikTok ban will push me to post longer form content on YouTube. I cannot get this to light to save my life. I feel like the TikTok ban will push me to post more on YouTube because I ain't gonna lie, Instagram, no shade Instagram, but it's Instagram, I really love my TikTok. That's really like those are my faves, no shade. But TikTok is my faves in terms of my following. They're very active on there. So I'm just gonna, this shit keeps going out. It's about to blow me. I'm just gonna post more on YouTube, but I'm gonna still keep up with Instagram. But I will be pushing YouTube way more. Because I should have did that, but it's whatever. So if y'all don't, go subscribe at Kaymeraki. Yo, this does not want to lie, but like I said, for people who are just joining, make sure y'all are use the other end. This end starts smoking though. I'm gonna try that though. You might be right. Ah, thank you for that, Shanice. Okay, so yeah, in one more minute, I'm going to announce the winner of the giveaway. I had some conversation around there earlier. Yeah, I mean, I really don't even care for real because I feel like the United States has bigger fish to fry. And I feel like it is a deeper reason why they don't want people on TikTok. It has nothing to do with our data because Facebook be hijacking people's data. You know, but it's whatever. We're going to be announcing the giveaway winner. What do the candles do? So I like to have all elements when I'm reading. It assists me with grounding. Like when I'm sitting down, I have crystals underneath my feet. I like candles to kind of help me just kind of stay protected and covered. And these things aren't mandatory, but I'm somebody who really is holistic, I guess is the word. I don't even know if holistic is the right word, but I really like the whole elemental thingy. I pretty much have all 4 elements. That's why I light incense. I just don't always have it in. Thank you. I know. Let's do this. 620. Woo, 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 woo. Hair deets. This is organic pack hair. I know y'all thinking it's raw, and it's not. LOL. It's so funny. I'm not really ashamed. I mean, sometimes I wear raw hair, sometimes I don't. Let's do it. And the winner is, drum roll please. Who's winning? Oh, 𝐬𝐸. Okay, Key. She's more than likely on Instagram because I have TT by the peoples whose names are on TikTok. So, 𝐬𝐸, I will be getting in contact with you to set up your free year membership on the Patreon. Ah! And since I'm in a good mood, we're going to do one more winner. And LOL. Winner is Jeremiah. Did you even enter? No. One more. Damaya Lachey. So I will get in contact with both of you. If not today, then tomorrow. Thank you so much to everyone who participated. I do monthly giveaways in the actual membership. My next big giveaway, LOL fanbase. My next big giveaway, Drew, will be, I want to say like August. I was thinking of doing something back to school. And I definitely want to do something again before the holidays. So definitely stay tuned for that. So how are y'all feeling? Collective or questions? How are we feeling, TikTok? How are we feeling? LOL. I actually need to get this thing, Crystal. Let me know what y'all want to do. I'm just going to go what I see most. Collective, collective, collective questions. Collective, collective. Everybody's saying collective. So that's what we'll do. Okay. It's something I'm forgetting. Let me get this right quick. All right, so we're going to get into a collective reading. I'm just going to start off with whatever you need to hear. I might do questions. I don't know, because messages and guides. Let's tap into what the collective needs to be here. So if you are watching this, it's going to be a message for the collective that needs to see it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's currently like 100-some people if we add together Instagram and TikTok. So please use your discernment just like my collective videos. Anything that's not working is going to be showing you better solutions. And a lot of you could be faced with, I wanted to say resistance, but it's really redirection. And it's almost like the thing is, if something would have worked, you would have been okay with bare minimum or not really putting in enough effort. And so it's one of those things where, like, let's just say you playing sports and you showing up doing a bare minimum and still winning, you're probably not going to want to do extra. And I feel like for some of you, you were trying to do just enough to get by, but that maybe used to work. I don't know what this looks like. This could even look like you used to give yourself bare minimum amount of sleep, and now it's like, that will not fly anymore. I'm definitely seeing for many of you the goals that you have this year when it comes to you trying to be a leader, some of you, this could look like a promotion at your job. For others of you, this can look like some type of, I want to say influencer, or just setting an example even in your family, in your household. And it's like what you used to do is not going to cut it. It's actually going to start to keep you stagnant and or decline, because it's like it no longer serves what you're becoming. And so you need to get clear on what new work is needed. 1 second. Don't show nobody. Decline. Okay. Get clear on what new work is needed. Some of you, reconciliation is showing up. Somebody could be presenting an offer. I don't know if this looks like, for others of you, this is at work, maybe a job. Somebody could be presenting an offer. I don't know if this looks like, for others of you, this is at work, maybe a job. Somebody could be presenting an offer. I don't know if this looks like, for others of you, this is at work, maybe a job. Negotiate. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. I thought I put my phone on D&D. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. I thought I put my phone on D&D. I put my phone on D&D. Live. Every time I go live, people want to call me. Nobody called me all day. All right, sorry about that. 1 second. I'm kind of recording right now. You guys are kind of loud. I can't wait to get a fucking studio, bro. All right, let's get into it. What does TikTok need to hear? What does Instagram need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? Somebody's money is not where they want it to be, and sometimes it makes you upset. For others of you, this could be a connection that irritated you. Money is the first thing that came to me, honestly, but for some of you, this looks like a connection that could have irritated you, could have, thank you for the follow, thank you for the roses, that could have irritated you, and it's like, what's tea on this? Some of you were being a little impulsive with certain things. If you're into human design, first off, I feel like everybody should be getting into human design. If not human design, then numerology. But in human design, there's a such thing as emotional authority, and that represents about 50% of the population. People with emotional authority are people who do not make decisions best when they're super happy and excited, or even when they're super sad. And so this means like, oh, you getting happy and you blowing up your credit card. Or for others of you, get mad and you start talking out your neck. And people with emotional authority decide best in a neutral state. Now, sometimes life does not allow us to, oh, let me get into a Zen mode to decide. But you need to know how to emotionally regulate yourself. You need to know how to say, you know what, let me get back to you. Instagram always on that BS, bro. Pause due to poor connection. Yeah, Instagram, I suggest y'all come to TikTok because I don't know what to say. But anyways, and for many of you, I do see a delay or stall of some sort when it comes to this situation. So if it was like, if you just messed up some money or blew some money, I see a pause in terms of like, it's not necessarily nothing crazy, but it's okay, you're gonna have to wait. Some of you, this can look like, it's something with a waiting on something which you want coming in. And I'm gonna be honest, everything that I'm seeing delaying right now, a lot of it you don't realize it's completely from you. Whether you were impulsive, whether you were not doing what you needed to do, and now you're being guided to reprioritize, because a lot of y'all were having a work ethic that's not going to cut it moving forward. Some of you thought that doing more meant making more, but it's like you only have so much time. And like I was telling my subscribers last night in our monthly meeting, I kind of manifested being around people who run circles around me when it comes to financial freedom. And I'm saying these people making 50, 60, 70, 80K months. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And so one thing that I'm learning is that they know when to be patient. They know when to cut things off. They know when to check themselves. And all of you need to realize that personal development is going to be the foundation. It doesn't matter about you getting more if you have the same mindset. Instagram, if it pauses again, I'm just going to turn it off. And maybe y'all can just join me on TikTok. If TikTok gets shut down, I'm going to just start going live on YouTube. Okay. And so Sagittarius energy coming up, you can have Sagittarius placements, but it's about you figuring it out. Look at this card. It's like she's trying to see her flow. You should not be worried about nobody else's flow. Yes, we are all built the same, but we're wired differently. That's why I want everybody to get into human design, because some people really benefit from a strict schedule. You need to be doing XYZ. For others of you, you love spontaneity. There just needs to be some type of structure with that. Instagram sucks. Live just froze. I'm closing it off. And it's about you really knowing yourself. That's what it comes down to. You don't need to overthink when you know. If you're overthinking every little thing, you need to unplug. What does TikTok need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? Yeah, I need to go live more. I know. So anything that is scaring you or worrying you, I want you to write it down, but then write down a counter to that. So give an example. I'm scared of putting myself out there. It feels so good to show the world the real me. Some of you are letting your fears stifle you. And sometimes this looks like procrastination because you're so in your head. And I'm going to be honest. Whenever I see energy like this, it's like, what are we going to do? Like, if we've been for, we all grown. Nobody, I know lately I've been talking to a lot of like 17, 18-year-olds, so like teenagers, cool. But like, if you don't have a teen in your name, nobody's finna tell you get up and do what you need to do. And honestly, if you don't get up for yourself, I don't know what to tell you. I can't wave no fucking juju and make you get up. And so, like, certain people like, oh, I know, I just need to... Stop. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even be wanting to talk to people. Like, what do you want me to do? Do you think it's a spell I can conjure up? No, none of that matters. And even when people do spell work or they do rituals, it matters, or it works because mentally here they feel like it will. So that's really the power of their mind. Why you think there's so many people out here who really have so much power over their life and they not even like super spiritual? It's an option. Depending on your line of work, for real, it's an option. And so while these things are great and what works for you is amazing, I'm not saying, oh, if you do this, stop doing it. But it's like, if you're not doing nothing, if you let your thoughts eat you up and you don't even want to make the effort to meditate, and that don't mean you have to get in a lotus pose, that means you can do a walking meditation. I have a lot of people DMing me about like developing their confidence. You have to start tricking yourself that you're already there for things that you want. Some of y'all are too busy waiting on the external validation before you move. Nope. One thing I tell people all the time, I like to keep my old videos up because I did not know what the fuck I was doing. I started my old videos and I was just trying shit. And you can scroll, I deleted some, but you can scroll down to the bottom of my page. Even at one point, I thought I needed to wrap my hair. Like, you have to be okay with not knowing and still putting yourself out there. Not everybody is going to be seen and be perfect. Some people kind of have it that way. Some of us don't. And it's something about like, you really don't even need to be. I feel like one thing that could benefit everybody in here, I would just say start narrowing down options. So if you're looking for advice, I'm trying to think of how to word this because it's something with like, don't even get too used to asking people what to do, but maybe narrow down if you are in that space because sometimes people don't have like wise counsel around them, and I definitely would say look into mentors or people who could truly guide you. But it's something along the lines of narrow some things down. Put yourself in a yes or no. Is this fulfilling to me? Yes or no? So I definitely feel like I'm talking to a lot of givers. I definitely feel like I'm talking to people who are very understanding. Sometimes it puts you in a position like, damn, you really let that happen. I definitely feel like you guys are very caring. Some of you could work in the line of philanthropy. Some of you could work at a bank. I'm seeing somebody around money or materials as a job. But for others of you, this is about you being very giving. I definitely see that's going to be helping you feel better. Some of you could be getting some karmic debt come back in. And so it was interesting, like I was telling my subscribers, like a lot of people were like, oh, 2024, whoo. 2024 is a karmic year. And so whatever seeds you were sowing karmically, karma doesn't care your intentions. It's like what happened. You may not have intended to hit that car, but if you hit them and ran off, boom, you know. And I want to tell this quick story about karma and move forward to see what's next. But karma is not always like reciprocal. I was told a story before that somebody did a hit and run on somebody. Boom, they knocked their mirror off. They kept going. I think a week later, they got their mirror knocked off. Boom, they like, damn, that's my karma. They got it fixed. And I think it was like some weeks or some days later, somebody came and like T-boned their car and it was completely messed up and they left them. And it's like, that happens. And so you have to make sure you're really putting out, and this is easier said than done. This is not to be perfect, but it's like, what are you putting out in terms of words? Not everything is about with other people. Like, what are you putting out in terms of beliefs? Anything that you don't like about your life right now, what are you believing? How do I differentiate them responding? Okay, I missed that. What works? So, and it's funny you say that, whoever talks about just clearing out their thoughts. If it gets to a point to where you don't know what you're thinking, what's coming from where, what's fear, what's intuition, completely unplug. Completely unplug for like 2-3 weeks. You need to be able to know what's fear, what's discernment. And in the moment, sometimes it can be tricky. But if that becomes like second nature for not being able to understand yourself, you have to unplug. You have to go within. You have to look into, like, a lot of us are trying to do things on your own. I want somebody to tell me, never mind, I was about to say, but it's like, just how the quote says, if you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. Like, teamwork is essential. We are meant to create with others, collaborate, co-create. I also see that there's something you need to be trying. If you're listening to me, there's something new you need to be trying. This could be with projects. This could be with goals. For many of you, this could also be related to a look or image, something with your self-care. Aries energy showing up in the reading, Taurus as well. And it's interesting because Aries is springtime, so maybe this could be a project that you launch in the spring if you don't have these placements, or this can look like you planting the seed and then harvesting it, because Taurus is a steady energy. And so whatever you are trying, make sure you have some type of plan to stay constant. If you fall off from being consistent, don't let that fall off make something a death or a downfall, like you never come back up. And even if it does, just know you have to start over. But I'm going to be honest, I definitely feel like this year will be a year of endings for a lot of people. A lot of people will see, I feel like, huge transformations this year, for the simple fact that, like, 9 represents, like, endings in numerology. It's the last number. So a lot of things that used to be a part of who you were, you're going to disassociate from. You're going to detach from. You're going to release. Some of you could be thinking about moving. Others of you could be thinking about learning a new language, or just picking up a new hobby, or completely, like... Don't be afraid to kill off a part of yourself. A lot of the times we get so attached to our old programming. And I was telling someone yesterday who felt like they were comfortable in life. They were really comfortable, but the thing about the comfort zone, like when I was doing her reading, it was nothing. Like, money was cool, mental was cool. She was very self-aware. Self-awareness, I'm going to be real, means nothing. You could be so self-aware that this drink is no good and I'm going to keep drinking it. Okay. At least you know. No. We have to start putting some action behind that awareness. But the thing is, a lot of people in life are self-aware in what they need to do, and they don't do it. And that's a dangerous place, because, like, you're comfortable. Your job pays your bills. You're in an okay relationship. You can kind of buy certain things that you want. And when you get in that safety net, that security, and you don't have nobody to come push you, it's like, okay. I mean, if that's what you want. And you guys have to get to a point to where, like, you don't need nobody to come get up and push you. I don't need nobody to say, hey, Kayla, make sure you post a reading. What? If you are like that, it is okay, but you need to put yourself in rooms where they don't even allow that. They'll look at you like, what? It's important to get around rooms where you're the smallest person. If you always the big dog in your circle, in your rooms, you're in the wrong rooms and in the wrong circles. Diversity is very important. And you know, you don't know what you don't know. What are your thoughts about imposter syndrome? How do I feel like I deserve the great when I'm in? So what do you mean by that second question? I just, honestly, with imposter syndrome, I really just fake it till I make it. Like, literally, like, I had a death 2 weeks ago that really hurt me. And I did post a little less, but it's like, I didn't want to sulk too much into it, because I'm the type of person I would fall into a slump. And so it's like I had to come on here and pretend like I was okay until I felt pretty much okay. So that's one thing that I do, is just like fucking act. Like, pretend. Sorry, I don't try to cuss on TikTok. Reading me to feel. What rooms? I work remote. Okay, get out the house. I was just telling my subscribers last night, get on Eventbrite. Get on these, look for, I mean, while TikTok is still here, look up events in the area. And one thing I love about questions and comments that I get, for every down you give me, I'm going to give you a up. I don't care that you work remote. You can find events. You can network. You can go to events. They're taking it literal. Moving to Thailand was that jump. Ooh, you moved to Thailand? Oh my God. I just saw a video on TikTok earlier about someone moving to Thailand. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you. Convince yourself you're lucky and things will work out. If not the way you plan, but the way that... Exactly. And so... I definitely see there's going to be, by the springtime, I definitely see some of you are really starting to put yourself out there with something new. For some of you, I'm hearing that you're putting yourself out there with something that you fell off with, but you have a new balance now. And you learned a very important lesson, especially if it has something to do with other people, boundaries, putting yourself first. Yes, this is a collective. And also, for people that are waiting for spring, what are you doing to ensure that spring you coming in running? Because I'm going to be honest, spring is a time where people are naturally going to be energetic. You don't want to be... I don't like to say, like, oh, you don't want to be just waking up, because it doesn't matter. Everybody's timing is everybody's timing. But I be walking a thin line with that divine timing shit. I'll be honest. Because I see so many people... Oh, I'm waiting on God. And so, like I was telling my subscribers last night, I was watching, I think her name is Erin Lyons or Erin Williams. I think it's Erin Lyons. I'm tripping. I don't know where I get Williams from, unless she was married. And she was talking about that mindset. And she was saying, you know, Most High, God, whatever name or label you put on Spirit, the Creator, operates out of unconditional love. And so unconditional love looks like, you know what, I'm gonna let you choose. And so when people choose stagnancy, when people choose lack, when people choose procrastination, that is God operating out of that unconditional love. Like, you know, I'm trying to show them different. I'm throwing out the 111s, the 222s, but they saying they waiting on me. I don't know what. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people are using that as a downfall. Like, no, get up. Get up. It's nothing to wait on. And unfortunately, I've seen people die with this mindset. And I'm sure all of you in here have seen that. I literally love Erin. They scared to let me hear the message. How can you watch a full live? I'm going to save this live and post it on YouTube because I need to remember who the giveaway winners were. Divine timing goes hands in hand with mindset. If that mind ain't right, you're going to stay waiting. Exactly, Disney Radio. Thank you, Zion. Anything that you're calling in, pay attention to what you're thinking. Everything keeps going back to your thinking and mindset. For others of you, I'm getting a more literal message to pay attention to the gas you're putting in your car. Now, I didn't mean that literally. I meant like, what are you putting in your tank? Especially if you feel like you can't concentrate. You probably can't with all that red dye 40 and all those carbs. It's something with like, I'm just getting a download of what are you putting inside? Because many of you, I'm going to be honest, you're doing good, but you're not really seeing the full potency of your focus and your energy and ability to manifest like this because of some of the things you're eating. It's that simple. Like caffeine for somebody, and I'm really talking to me. I really had to, y'all see this smoothie because I was just thinking like, nothing about caffeine really feels like divine. Like my body is tired and I'm forcing it to stay up. And I'm like, no, I need to start putting in things that allow me to just naturally be energized. Like I used to be an iced coffee addict. And so it's like, this is definitely something I had to work on. And it's definitely about knowing when to rest. If it's one thing that I would really focus on for the collective, I would say between now and February, get some type of regimen with your sleep or rest. And for some of you, like I said before in human design, not everybody needs a strict schedule. So some of you, this regimen looks like you just, on the weekends, maybe you just rest with no alarm. Like, use your discernment, obviously. But there's something with sleep. Can't put that coffee down. For me, it's ice cream. And so one thing about it, speaking of sweets, I've been looking to law of assumption. I think it's working. It definitely is working. I'm using it for jobs and cures. That sounds amazing. So, do you know how to do spells? I mean, no, not really. I don't really be into that. I mean, what do you call a spell? Because if you think about it, celebrating a birthday is like a ritual. Like, do you mean stuff like that? Because if that's the case, everybody does rituals and stuff. But like, love spell, nah. I don't really. If you don't want me, I don't want you to want me. Nah, I don't really be into stuff like that. If anything, I do stuff like cord cuttings. I script a lot. I'm trying to think. I make my own candles. Oh, let me show y'all this while I got some folks on the live. I ain't gonna lie, low-key got a hold of my pants. So let me walk backwards. Hold on. Let me show y'all this candle someone made me. Like I was telling people, since it's a lot of people on live, I got this candle made because honestly, this is when I started seeing a lot of changes in my life, in my energy. It's like when you honor yourself. Some people buy a Jesus candle, honor Jesus. Nothing wrong with that. That's your belief. Cool. But it's like you need to honor you. And I had this as a gift. Like somebody put a picture of me on it and then wrote some things on the side. And I literally keep this candle because it's like when I lit it, it felt like I was just honoring the God in me, which was so amazing. This is when I had my little photo shoot, but this is definitely something that the collective can do for yourself. For whoever asked me that about the whole little, you know, spiritual work stuff. Like she also wrote like a Bible verse on the side, because like I told y'all before, I grew up in the church, so I definitely read the Bible from time to time. And so there's so many ways to honor yourself, because one thing about spirituality is your intention, and I need y'all to remember that moving forward. Like your intention. Thank you for the gift. So nah, I don't really do that. I'm not against it, Coco Bunny, but what I do, I just script or say it like it is. Now, if you want to look into that, if you're feeling called to that, give it a try. But I just say things. So like I was telling people, like the last job that I worked, I was saying like, I had an affirmation, because affirmations are my thing. I was like, oh, I'm so grateful for a part-time job that gives me full-time pay because I didn't want to work full-time, and then I was working as a tutor and I was getting paid like $40 an hour, but I just didn't like that I had to wait a full hour for $40. So maybe if I do decide to work again, I'll probably do $100 or something. But yeah, working's not really my thing. How do we feel about our earrings? So that could be a sign of clairaudience, or yeah. Okay, thank you for the follow. You feel so overwhelmed. So definitely take some time to unplug, because honestly, winter is a time where a lot of people are forced to go, 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 go. Like, if you think about it, look at what nature is doing, and y'all jobs still make y'all come in at the same time, still doing the same thing. They want you to be tired. That's why they want you to eat 3 fucking meals a day. They want you to be tired. They want you to not be able to think. They want you to have just enough energy to work, to come home, maybe work out, maybe go out, go to sleep. And so it's definitely important that you start doing little things, whether this is taking herbs, taking your vitamins, going on walks, taking advantage of your breaks, paying attention to what you're eating on your lunch break. When did I discover my gift, Zion? LOL. This is so funny because I was in high school and I was literally depressed. It's not funny, but I was literally like depressed. I think I was like 18 or 19. I think I was 18. And I was very depressed in a very toxic relationship. And I was praying like, oh, God, if you could just give me some sense of purpose, I won't let myself get to this rock bottom again. And I literally never let myself get to that rock bottom. And I would say like 4 to 6 months after the fact, I was gifted a deck. When I entered a giveaway, I was gifted a deck. And I definitely said one day I'm going to gift the deck because I was gifted one. But I was gifted a deck when I wanted a free reading. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. But yeah, I just started playing around with the deck. And yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, going back to the reading, there's just so much new. For the people watching me, there's so much new. You have so much potential. And it's like your future self is like really looking back, like, keep going. You got this. It doesn't matter if you're having these unprecedented changes. Sorry, I have my retainer in. Can't really talk. But you have so much new to look forward to. And I remember giving a reading and somebody was a little scared of the new because it was unknown. But I'm like, be for real. What do you have to lose? Your old life? That's the point. You're supposed to want to lose this old life. You're supposed to want to get off this shore. You're supposed to want to allow yourself to just branch out into the uncharted waters. Some of you are not dreaming enough. And I was telling my subscribers last night on the subject of dreams, like, what does the action plan look like for the dreams? Somebody needs a new budget, and this could look like redefining a previous budget. Yeah, redefining a previous budget. Like I said earlier in the reading, there was definitely a financial little hiccup for somebody. And so it's like create a new budget for some of the things that you want. For many of you, you could feel like you might need to stop certain things. I'm going to be honest. I see you're able to still meet your fulfillment, but they might need to be adjusted. But you need to plan like now. Don't wait till the last minute. Some of you wait till the last minute to do things because you are good or you're able to play something off well. But it's like, I mean, it's not to the fullest as if you would have prepared. And it worked. Like I said before, it couldn't work now, but what you're doing now is not going to be what's cutting it for that extra zero at the back of your account. Like, it's not going to be it. So go ahead and accept that and go ahead. Like, some of y'all need to get in the gym, get up and go work out. You talking about you overthinking? Yeah, go do something. Go be somebody. No, I'm playing. I don't know if y'all know that TikTok sound I wasn't serious. But it's just like, you really have to get active. We are not meant to be still. When something is stagnant, it dies. Somebody can have an important phone call coming in or text message coming in, or it already came in. Confirmation. What does this look like? If somebody who has some incoming mail come in, this could be like one person watching. What do they need to hear in regards to this incoming mail? How do I get you to answer a relationship question? I don't even. Go ahead. Send the question. Because I really don't even feel like doing questions. But I'll do it because I'm about to get off in like 5 minutes. I definitely see some incoming correspondences coming in related to fulfillment. So like I say, you might have to wait, or you probably were waiting on this thing. Go clock in. Go be somebody. No, but like literally, like, no. If he does, I don't see it being in alignment. I see no, but I see like even if he does, it's not in alignment. You need to be focusing on the new. And you also have some projects you need to be working on. Thank you. I just have one. I just have one skin tint. You just made me think about Sister Act 2. Do you want to be at your current job long term? No. You know that. Yeah, you can, but I definitely feel like there's some other things going on in their relationship. Whose name is that? Kenny? No, not Kenny. Ghost Girl. You can, but I also feel like it'll help y'all move forward, but I also feel like you've learned a spiritual lesson in this relationship, so don't force nothing. Alright, I'm going to do Asia, and that's it. Do you see me finding my purpose? You're always in alignment with your purpose. Remember that even when I was depressed and, like, not wanting to live, I was still in alignment with my purpose. I needed that. But, yes, it's something about you needed to do something different. LOL, Zion. Zoe, yeah, you can. You the last one. And I'm going to get back to the collective read because I didn't feel like doing questions. So, let me switch the deck for the collective as I wait on Zoe. Oh, yeah. I'm going to use this deck, Spiritual AF, for some real deal. I'm not sure if this girl is my twin flame. I want to know if she's a karmic. Ugh. I'm not really the best at those. I'm going to be completely honest in terms of identifying twin flame and karmic. But I can definitely see if, like, just anything, energy surrounding the question of the relationship. Yeah, it's definitely giving me more of a karmic vibe. I'm really not getting twin flame at all, so I'm leaning more into karmic, especially with this moon energy showing up. Taurus is real. Yeah, I'm not getting twin flame, so I'm leaning more. If I had to pick one, into karmic with that. I was going to buy that deck. Yeah, start. You definitely should. Yeah, I have been told that with Kyla Pratt. I don't really see it. I mean, no, you know what? Out of everybody, I do see Kyla Pratt the most. Honestly, a thing is, though, Zoe, be mindful of your outlook. Like, just because you have to be mindful of these labels. Like, I mean, obviously, you may know, but, like, that doesn't mean you guys can't work out. I don't know. That's why I don't like to do them labels, because it's like, oh, if somebody say, oh, this is a karmic, it's automatically not going to work out. While it does have some truth to it, it's like, I don't know. Certain stuff, you just have to be like, I'm not owning that. And it is what it is. If it's going good, let it go good. But if it's not... So, what is some advice for the collective? So, y'all are really, I don't know what this looks like, but it's something about being more of you. Somebody needs to stop caring. And some of you, this could look like stop caring about you. It says not giving an F is better than revenge. Love, like, people aren't total a-hole. So, this looks like you showing up as you. You showing up real. You showing up raw. The people who are meant to be will be. Earlier, somebody was asking about differentiating their thoughts. It says your brain speaks total effery unless you turn your soul on. So it's like knowing when you need to go plug in. Go outside and do something. And it don't even say something on here just so y'all can see. Somebody has some money coming in. Like I said before, money kept coming up. If you mess up your money, I definitely see something coming in. Now, granted, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes if I see money coming in, somebody give you $50. So I don't want you to think you done hit the lotto, but I definitely see some money coming in, and I need you to know, pay attention to how you get that money as well. Like, what are you doing when you get that money? Are you out enjoying life? Are you saying positive affirmations and somebody send you something? What are you doing when the money comes in? It's something with, like, the reason I feel like that came through was, like, whatever they're doing when that money comes in, they need to embrace that more. Because, again, a lot of y'all have a mindset that you have to work to make money. No. And one thing that you can start to embrace this upcoming year is knowing that you don't always have to trade your time for money. You know, looking more into residual income, looking more into passive income, looking more into financial literacy. If you are not having conversations like this, at least on a weekly basis, you need to have new people to talk to. Because if you think about it, sometimes, like, I didn't even realize some of my conversations were so small until I changed some of my circles. And I'm like, damn, you're talking like this? You talking about flipping 100 into 8 bands legally? Like, what? There are people who dislike you because you don't dislike yourself. So I don't know what this is for the collective, but I feel like there's something that you are doing or will be doing. You may be seen more in a sort of spotlight that is going to require you to really be you. And not everybody's going to like that. You have to be okay with that. Why do you want to be liked by them anyways? Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Be present. And so another thing, I love that affirmation. Vanessa, who said, I get paid for existing. Like, absolutely great. And another thing, when you guys are saying these affirmations, make sure you are embodying the feeling or what you think it would feel like if you did get paid for that. And then start kind of brainstorming, start meditating on that, start like going within whatever you're saying, doing spiritually. The action needs to back it up. There's so much coming up for you not caring. I don't know what you need to not care about. For some of you, this is like taking pressure off of your goals, but it's like you really need to embrace some type of flow. Just vibe, just chill, okay? Somebody is doing good. Somebody is doing better with something you just, I don't know what this is, but there's something that you just said, oh, I'm going to start working on this. If you know you started working on this and you see growth, it's just something with a message of confirmation that you're doing good. And I also feel like going back to the money message, some money may come in just as a result. And again, for many of you, this might not be $100,000, but this could probably be like, oh, I'm gonna pay this bill for you, I'm gonna take care of this for you. Be open to that. Get used to that. There's something with like somebody doing some internal work, self-concept work, or money work, manifestation work, and I see like someone coming in and helping you with something, and some of you need to make sure you're not so, oh, I got it, don't worry. No. Be quiet. Get used to that. If someone wants to help you, allow that. I mean, obviously use your discernment, because some people help with strings attached, but... And so this is interesting because I was pulling a clarifying card for what was already out, 555. Forgiving someone. This could look like forgiving yourself. Your wound is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. Whatever you went through is not your fault. The comments they made, that's not your fault. But the way that you react, like I tell people this all the time, however you feeling, you valid, 100%. That's cool. But the way that you acted, nah, I don't give a damn. And sometimes you have to show that rage. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not one who's sitting here talking like you gotta be kumbaya all the time. But it's about knowing it's a time and a place, and also knowing that, is it really worth the reaction? Is it really worth your time? Because one thing about it, like, someone just cashed at me from a TikTok made. Ay. And that could be you getting a sign about maybe being monetized on social media moving forward. Okay, what does the collective need to hear as I wrap up this reading? Some closing messages for the collective. Oh, like I was saying earlier, everything, for starters, don't involve yourself with whack, S-H-I-T. Okay? And some of you, this could, again, asking for help could be something that shows up for the collective. But what card got me excited was your gut knows what's up. Trust it. It says your gut wants to talk, and it always has your back. All you got to do is listen up and not be a punk about whatever it's got to say. Even if you're fuzzy on the right thing to do, your gut usually knows what the wrong thing to do is. Maybe the right thing to do is anything but what you're tempted to do out of spite, fear, or impatience. Sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons. You've been wanting life to get better, right? We often forget that in order for things to change, the status quo needs to get shaken up. And the stuff that no longer serves us needs to leave to make room for the good stuff. We all love the phoenix rising from the ashes, but we forget the part where her nest is a bonfire and she's on fire and things are scary. Remember, you want to be a phoenix, you got to learn to love the fire. Oh my God, that was such a beautiful message. Because it reminds me, like I told y'all before, when like I've been around people who honestly I feel like are running circles around me when it comes to what they're leveraging. And they are like, whatever you want, get clear on the identity that comes with that. So I want everybody to think about, what if you got diarrhea? What are you talking about? All right, my fault. I don't even know what you was talking about. That just threw me. Sorry. That's not okay. Let me ignore that. Damn, what was I saying? Who the fuck said that? I really just lost my train. I want to know what y'all was talking about, because what are you talking about? Do you do live reading? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say about diarrhea, though? Like, oh, your gut? With your gut? You just blew me. All right, for real. Let me get back on topic. Damn. See, that's the thing, though. Sometimes when I'm channeling, like, that's why I don't be trying to ignore y'all comments, but I will literally lose all train of thought. You said everything happens for a reason. Oh, they was just saying it. Oh, they was trolling. That's why I'm like, what did I say? Like, okay. Okay. So going back to what I'm saying, get clear. Let's just go into like a visualization of what we want. So for me, I need 10K months to be the floor, not the peak for me personally. What does that require on my end? It requires me to show up, to get up. Not only that, to rest properly, to make sure I'm having maybe a smoothie over a latte. It requires me to be disciplined. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. If I say I'm live at 6, I'm live at 6, not 6:15. You get what I'm saying? It's like there's a level of like, shut up, nobody cares, that you're going to have to embody for whatever is next for you. Nobody cares about your story. I'm sorry. Nobody cares about whoever died. And I'm saying this because I had a recent death in the family. This has nothing to do with anybody else. But, like, nobody cares about your story until you win. So if you use that as an excuse and you're steadily losing, falling off, you're going to have to look into resources or people who can help you. And some of you are going to have to break bread. And don't say you want to have XYZ and you don't want to invest. The least you could be doing is investing your time. Simple. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to pay that. What are you willing to pay? Because that's what it comes down to, Stevie. Like, literally, what are you willing to pay? That you have to pay in time if you're not paying your money. And eventually, the time will turn into money. But some of you, this starts off with, you know what, I'm going to get a $14 gym membership. I'm going to pay a little extra for the organic food because your health is your wealth and it helps you stay focused. Like, a lot of this stuff, it could seem mundane, but it goes a long way when it comes to our focus and our vitality and our energy. And maybe, you know, you can challenge yourself to go on a fast today. Yeah, unfortunately, nobody cares about your story. Like, some people have so many sad stories. Like, I was looking at this channel of, like, people who got into the streets and were on drugs, and their stories were insanely crazy. But, like, I think they got like a little care package, a lunchbox, and they sent them on their way. Like, dang, can we put them in a, you get what I'm saying? It's just like, I think about it, it's like, unfortunately, nobody cares. We live in a society where people, even if you do have somebody that cares, it's on you to change you. And nobody's changing your life until you get completely fed up. That's just typically what it turns down to. Like I was saying earlier when someone asked me about, like, when I felt like, what helped me get in alignment with my purpose, which I still feel like I'm growing into. I'm gonna use one last deck and I'm gonna wrap it up. What helped me get into alignment with my purpose? I mean, bro, I was tired of being fucking insecure. No shade. I ain't got time to be around here feeling like, oh, I don't know what to think. I don't like myself. I'm so hurt. Bro, you get tired of that. You get tired of that. I got tired of crying over somebody who did not care about me. You get tired of that shit. And it's like nothing changes until you're tired. You got people around you like, come on, let's go. But it's like until you're tired. That's why it's like, one thing I'm learning is like, just shut up, Kayla. Just shut up, because I know everybody's on their own journey, and it's no judgment. It's no judgment at all. But some people unfortunately stay there, but you cannot let that be you. And one way to kind of ensure that's not you, I feel like for me, it helps with like listening to a lot of people who have done far greater things than I can even digest. Can you touch on what healthy detachment can look like? See, I don't really know, because I am somebody who's the complete opposite. I overly care. Like, I care about stuff I have no business caring about. And so I would definitely, you remind me of my friend, though. I have a friend like that. She's also an Aquarius moon, though. And one last card for the collective as I wrap up the reading. Actions to take and energies to embrace. See, the thing is with that, I mean, it depends on what it is. Because I was telling someone last night who kind of was in that boat. Like, she was very self-aware, but it's just like, you know, whatever. It comes down to your fulfillment. You don't want to be the person who's 60 looking back on life like, I wish I would have did this, that, and the third. And your life is not over at 60, obviously. But it's like, there's a lot of limitations or things you're not allowed to do. Like, you cannot get into the military once you're 60. You can't work in certain positions once you're 60. So it's like, I'm not trying to say once you're 60, life is over. But we have to be real about how much we're losing the more time progresses. Like, I had a mentor who was breaking down the whole tax law thing to me. And he was basically telling me, like, anybody who doesn't have a business on paper is losing money because of the rate that they're being taxed. He was telling me, like, you not having money costs you money. And so you have to educate yourself. You know, like, there's no perfect way. Some of you can learn so much from YouTube. Some of you can learn so much from just, if you feel like you can't afford a book, not I said book, you can't afford a book, go to the library and rent one, or just stay there and read it and leave. Like, there's always an option. That's the beautiful thing that I love about life. Like, yeah, while nobody might not care about my limitations, that I don't have a car, that I don't have a job, there's always an option. There's always an option. You need to start seeing options and opportunities and advantages. Maybe come up with an affirmation for that. Quick question. Am I still able to? Yes. So I'm going to text you about that. If this is Tati who won the giveaway, yes, I am going to text you. I was actually going to text y'all that tomorrow. But thank you. You're also not behind. Be patient with yourself. I'm in my 20s material. Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I was saying, like, some people aren't even happy and they just want to get back into their fulfillment. So this looks like getting around people who practice self-care, emotional health, who taking care of their body inside and out. You know, it's about getting clear. What does that vision look like for you, and what actions are you taking to take care of yourself mentally, spiritually? Are you going to your religious service, or are you plugging into people who can show you? And so I don't even know if I answered that question about someone who said that they were nonchalant. But I forgot what I said. Hello, hello, hello. So I have the Traveler card, Faith. So it's a couple of things I want to say before I even read from the book. So for some of you, especially my women that are watching, I'm going to figure out what it is for the men, because I know that women are in tune with the moon's different cycles. But I'm wondering with men, since their hormonal cycle resets every 24 hours, would that mean they're more in alignment with the sun? I don't know. I'll figure it out. If there's anything. I'm sure it's something. But there are a group of people, even if you're not a woman watching this, pay attention to the moon cycle. So a lot of you get really emotional when the moon's in certain phases and signs, and you have no idea. You're thinking it's just a coincidence, or you're blaming other things. It's like, pay attention to how your body reacts with the moon. The moon is ruled by emotions. So giving an example, if a woman is menstruating with the new moon, she's in a period of where she should be initiating new things. She should also be putting herself first at the bare minimum. Like, she could also be someone who's naturally like giving. And so when you are menstruating with the new moon, when your cycle comes on, you need to be extra selfish with your time. I'm definitely going to be talking to my subscribers about that coming up, about just like when the woman, like if you're a woman and you're menstruating with the waxing or the waning moon, you're more than likely in a period of transition. With the full moon, you could be in a period of releasing, letting go what no longer serves you. And a lot of times these will fluctuate and change. And so it's just about paying attention to, like, where am I in life? I'm a Cancer, sun and moon. Yeah. And so, yeah, this is definitely just like getting in tune. We are so connected with nature. Last night I did a meditation with my subscribers, and I had people feeling things they never felt before. But a lot of us don't take time to unplug. We worrying about our phones. We worrying about what this person said. We worrying about our parents, our mom, the world, jobs, all of these things that really don't matter. And a lot of times it's so easy, I feel like, to get caught up in this. But one thing lately that has been beating me up is like, when I look in the mirror, I'm like, yo, you're not even this. I'm not this. And you have to remember that. And I definitely feel like knowing that it also will help the way that you move. Some of you think too logically, and I get it. You're a human. You're naturally going to want to think through logic. But it's like you're not really thinking with your spirit, with your soul, with the energy that lives within you that can just call some things in. You think about 1 + 1 = 2. Like, no. And so, if you're a regular, I'm not really sure about that one. But a couple of days ago, that was, a new moon, right? Because 1/11, they said it was a new moon. Or, I can't remember. I think it was a new moon. I could be wrong. I'm not really sure. But, let me give y'all, girl, give us a scare. Yo, I literally have it recorded on my iPad. I'm not even joking. It will be posted this week. It will be posted. It will be posted this week, I can assure you. I have moon calendar on my phone. So, like, right now, the moon is in its gibbous phase. And it also tells you based on your birth chart. Like, right now, the moon is in Cancer. Typically, I'm a lot more emotional when the moon is in a water sign. I've noticed that about myself. So, another thing, Cancer rules the chest and stomach. So, this would be good to be kind to your stomach by practicing healthy eating. That's so funny how, like, a lot of the live, I talked about healthy eating. And it also talks about dandelion tea. Chest opening yoga poses would be good. Yeah, this is a really good app. It's called Moon Calendar. And it just helps me keep up with the moon, because that and Stardust, I'm on that app. And I will add you guys on there, because Stardust, you can have, like, friends. But anyways. Okay. The Traveler. This is a card that talks about, yeah, you have to really eat healthy. I mean, me, I'm pretty much on like Summer, I'm going to text you because my subscription is not on here, and TikTok doesn't let me delete it, unfortunately. You going to a new platform? Mellow. No, as of right now, I'm just gonna go with the flow. But I am on YouTube and Instagram. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube for longer form content, Kaymeraki, and my Instagram is that's Kaymeraki. This is a card that talks about faith, and the shadow aspect talks about doubt. Traveler, your footprints are the path and nothing more. There is no path. The path is made by walking. And so this is great because a lot of times we could feel like what we should be doing, but it's like even if you get off track, you're going to be rerouted. Like I said before, I was gifted what was going to be, I'm not going to say necessarily my fortune, but a huge diamond in my purpose. When I say gifted, I'm talking about when I was gifted the deck. And I was in a very terrible relationship at an all-time low, not eating healthy, not taking care of myself, not taking care of my energy. I didn't even know what a meditation was. And so a lot of times we feel like we need to be this perfect version of ourselves to be in alignment. No, you don't. Sometimes that is the alignment. I kind of believe in soul contracts. I feel like your soul knows it needs to learn certain lessons, and don't beat yourself up for that. It's that simple. But also when you do outgrow that, you're going to outgrow people who were attached to that version of you, but also pay attention to people who try to, I remember you used to do this. I remember I had somebody like always bringing that up. I'm like, yo, do I look like I fucking act like that anymore? Stop playing with me. Like, for real. Sometimes you have to get serious with people because I worked so hard to get rid of that version of myself. It is so important that you stay away or have a conversation with people who are like, hey, I don't really act like that anymore. Stop bringing it up. And so with this card of faith, you need to pay attention to people who might be trying to water down your faith or throw you off or remind me of what used to be, you know? What was the name of it? So I have my apps purple, but this is how it looks. It's a moon, so it should be white with the moon, yes, to answer your question, but my apps are very purple. And then Stardust is it's like a darker app, and then it has the moon phases. That's how it looks. Okay, and so let's get into it. For millennia, those struck with wanderlust have embarked on transformative... I'm not reading all of this. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Let's stop. Let's stop right there because I'm not reading all of this, especially when they get to talking too much. Nope. Something with street names, train names, something with your environment having more signs for you is also going to be a message that you're ascending. I need you to realize that nobody's going to watch a movie or read a story without any type of conflict. Think about that with life. There's always going to be an opposing energy. It's not always that you're doing something wrong or you're doing something bad, but it talks about the energy of balance and tension. Balance of tension and resolution keeps the plot moving. Imagine you watching a movie and everything going good. Like, yeah, what's the plot? Who wrote this? No, you don't. Like, I'm literally hearing that song, Who Wants That? I don't know if it's a song or a movie part, and they said, who wants that perfect love story anyway? I forgot how it goes. It's like, who wants the perfect ending or love story anyway? And I'm going to be honest, I feel like you could be dealing with that right now. Like, you don't really have the perfect cookie cutter story that is okay. Some of you in here could really want to write a book or need to write a book, or this is about sharing your story. Beyonce? Okay. Yeah, who wants that perfect love story anyway? Yeah. Okay. And so some of you could also even feel like you're just going with the flow, feeling lost, or come to a dead end. This card comes with a message to trust your spiraling path. Like, this comes with the message of nomads, and it's like experimenting. I'm literally seeing in my head right now, and I don't know if this is like a representation of y'all on live. I'm seeing a whole bunch of little people like all just walk all over the dang place. They just walk, like nobody's going in a straight line. People are just all over the place, but like some of y'all are like bumping into each other and having conversations. Some of you are like building little things. Others of you are just walking on your own path. But everybody, like nobody in what I'm seeing right now has the same type of line. And I definitely feel like that's a message to honor your path. Yes, you can emulate someone else's routine or ways of doing things. There's nothing wrong with that. But like sometimes you will not get results doing something a certain way because you're supposed to find your own way. And that's a part of the journey. Don't, like, we be so quick to label things as right and wrong. Sometimes it could work for your own, you know, persona when it comes to the way you think through things. But it's like, what if it was just meant for you to be redirected? You know? What if you needed that relationship to really stand up on your 2 feet? What if you needed that person to break into your house to show you how to increase your safety? What if you needed that situation where you got scammed to show you how to not play about your money? A lot of you have had these situations happen that was like, why the F? I should have, you could have, we could have. It's like, but you really needed to see that. You was a little too loose with it. And it's something where, like, sometimes we don't choose how we learn our lessons is what I'm getting at. And just really embrace where you are going and what you are doing. Somebody in here needs to make new friends or just make a new friend. Yeah. Oh my God, my life. Hold on, it's about to shut me off. Unable to verify me. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me. Good. Okay. Literally what I was just thinking about. Hold on. Thank you for the ice cream. Writing my third. Hold on. What did you say, Sora? Talking about JK. Oh, Alicia Key. LOL. But yeah. Oh my God, Ray. Don't say that. I was thinking that, my Shayla. Do not say that, Ray. Because if you feel like nobody likes you, that's why you're not making new friends. That's what it comes down to. And that's why I be telling people, like, the whole, thank you for the hand heart, the whole subconscious, the subconscious runs the show. The subconscious runs the show. Intuition on the bottom of the deck. The subconscious runs the show. Oshun, Harmony. The subconscious runs the show. Hathor as well with celebration. I feel like also you're being guided to celebrate more small wins. The subconscious runs the show. And with that being said, it's like, what time is it? Because I'm supposed to be in another meeting. Okay, I got time. Like I was telling people, for the longest, I would say, my business just takes care of my bills and that's it. And that's what I was getting. Just enough for bills. You have to be mindful of the stories you're telling yourself, or I'd be the one not liking nobody. And also pay attention, like, why don't you like people? Are you, like, overly judgmental? Because nobody's perfect. Or have you closed yourself off due to past hurts? What does that look like? Everybody like, damn, I'm not y'all me. Hold on. Everybody's talking about they don't like nobody. You know, what does that look like? It makes you more guarded. Do you use subliminals? Yes, I have a whole playlist that I will post on my story. I have a whole playlist. I'm actually thinking about making some. I guess I'll add that to my goals this year, to make a subliminal or affirmation tape. Yes, I be judging. Hey, you're real. At least you're real and you know. LOL. Hey, Zakiria. But yeah, going back to the subconscious. I mean, it's growth. That's all that matters. Going back to the subconscious, what was I going to say? The subconscious runs the show. And so, like, whatever you believe to be true will be true. So start affirming otherwise and beat it into your head. And sometimes you don't always have to, like, have it on repeat. You can just, like, whatever I say, I believe to be true, but that is a dangerous affirmation. And so, like I was telling somebody the other day, like, there's so much that you can play around with, but, like, when you really are somebody who says things and it manifests like this, you have to be quick with what you say. And I was listening to Billy Carson, his podcast, him and his wife, and they were talking about when they elevated, when they was manifesting left and right, it got so challenging because things were coming in so quick, they had to watch what they was thinking about. And so a lot of times we feel like, oh, I want it to happen faster, I want more, you're not ready for that. And we have to be real, because if we was ready for it and it was here, if it was to happen, a lot of us, like, we might not like what we're calling in so quick, especially when you get to saying, oh, girls be fake, men ain't this world sucks, and that's your reality. It's like, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, the power of the tongue. I love Billy Carson. Isn't he an Aquarius? I don't know. I know he don't talk about zodiacs, but yeah. So yeah, that pretty much is it for tonight. I just wanted to come on and announce the winners. If you missed a live and wanted to watch the replay, I will be posting it on YouTube as long as my iPad acts right. But I plan on downloading this and posting it. I don't know, actually. Oh, I thought you were saying yep to that. Thank you guys so much for being here. I definitely will make an intention to go live more. It looks like Sundays are really good, because the last time I went live on a weekend, yeah. So I'll definitely make an intention to go live more. We'll see what's tea with TikTok. So if y'all don't see me, I'm just kidding. Make sure, what did I say about having enough for Billy Carson? His Instagram is Forbidden Knowledge. What did I say about the bills? I was saying I used to always affirm that my business only paid for my bills. And so that's what I was getting, enough for bills and nothing after that. Thank you. I'm going to watch the replay. Great. TikTok ain't going on. Nick, oh my God, you are so funny. Let me see your picture. When somebody's funny, I be wanting to see, who am I talking to? LOL, Nicholas on YouTube. Yeah, so I don't think it's going anywhere either, but just in case it doesn't, farewell. I am on YouTube at Kaymeraki. Longer form content on there, but like my lives will be on YouTube. I'm going to be transitioning from TikTok to YouTube, but I still plan on going YouTube live to grow my YouTube channel because I've been playing. Just want to say thank you guys so much for showing up. We're going to, it can't go anywhere, my shape. They're going to thank you, Keela. Gossip dies when it hits wise ears. Being weird is better than being boring as hell. And courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the name. Oh, is the same. That's why life is hard. One last thing I want to say. So I'm thinking about doing a book club in March for my subscribers. I'm considering opening it up as a one-time fee. Not really sure. The book we're going to be reading is going to be The Art of Seduction. Super excited. Wanted to throw that out there in case you guys, want to get into reading. Because the thing is, motherfuckers ain't reading no more. People are not reading anymore. And you can tell by how they talk. They talk only in TikTok. And it's nothing wrong with a cute little one too. But it's like, why can't you speak? And I'm not being funny when I say this, but it's literally a war on literacy right now. They stopped teaching cursive. They don't want people reading. That's why they're giving kids iPads at 3, and the kids can't pick up a book because the dopamine coming from the iPad is better. I don't even want to get into my Hotep bag, but I really want to do a book club, but I'm going to be honest, I don't want to run it. So I'm really brainstorming on what that would look like or whatever, or even if it's just like, I don't even know. I'm just throwing that out there because I've told my subscribers. Yeah, nobody can read cursive. Where is the, where are the wits? I just want to say that I appreciate you. Thank you so much, TK3. I have to read for class. The face. No, 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐿, you need to get you a book. Speaking of books. Oh, damn. I got my iPad sitting on the book that I'm reading. But this series, 18 plus. This series is so good. Blossom in Winter. This series is, ooh. But I'm a little slow on it. So just outside of promo for my subscribers, if y'all want to read it and chat about it next live, let me know. But this book is the series is good. I'm on the first one though, Blossom in Winter, I think. Or is it Blossom in Love? I don't know. But yeah, you have to find you a good fiction book. Put the self-help down. Forget about 48 Laws of Power. Just read something for the plot. Now, hold on. A couple of books. We're gonna, since we talking about books. So I'm gonna just put y'all on right quick for a few of my different audiences. 1 second. I told y'all I'm a little nerd. Don't judge. So I'm going to show y'all these books and get off. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to show y'all these books and get off for real this time. So a couple of really good reads I like to suggest. I had another book. I don't see it. Oh, yeah. So if you like, I really like reading romance novels. This one is good. Business Not As Usual. Love those. I'm so stuck with, there's nothing wrong with self-help, but you need a good plot. So this is a really good book. I'm going to show y'all this at the end though. I wanted to bring up some spiritual stuff. This is a self-Reiki book. You can do Reiki on yourself if you feel like I said before, like if you feel like you're in a position to where you can't afford to pay someone, get this book and play with play with yourself. Play with it. This is a book, A Year of Self-Care. It has like something you can do every day. And again, I want to like introduce some things that are like starter baby reads for people who want to get into reading. This is a $5 book I have not read. It's about auras. Actually, if anybody wants it, I'll mail it out for free. First person to DM me has it. This book is amazing. The Body and Balance. This is about, like I was telling y'all with the, this is about Chinese Western medicine, I believe. And it talks about a lot about qi, breathing, healing yourself. Amazing. Psychology of money when we talking about the self-help, like why people make the buys that they do, stuff like that. Rat Race and Revolution for my hoteps. This ain't for everybody. Okay, my spiritual girls who like to, you know, get down with the get down. African Goddess Initiation is a really good book, and it comes with so much knowledge on history and also application. We all know Sacred Woman, Queen of Fool, a classic. I have not read this book, but one thing that she said to do, ooh, I'm gonna do this while people are on live. Can we drop these in the Patreon? Ugh. No problem. But one last thing I'm going to say before I wrap up. So I remember she was saying, like, for people who felt overwhelmed by the book, you can just open up a page for a message. So I'm going to do that. Y'all indigenous Americans. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, just kidding. Just kidding. You sound like my dad. You don't, so this book is not saying you're a goddess. Let me clear that up. Like, you don't have to be African to read this book. There's a lot of knowledge about different African goddesses, and you know, it's just a lot of good history, in my opinion. You don't necessarily have to be wanting to be African or trying to, you know, get what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm gonna just open up a page for the collective, something that they need to hear. This is interesting because it's talking about the chakras and anointing them with different oils. So I'm going to just briefly read. This could be protection. Sage for mental exhaustion, improving memory. Lavender for mental tension, relieving it. Helps balance emotions. Eucalyptus, throat detoxifying. Helps with suppressed emotions. Cinnamon for opening the heart center. Be careful if you have sensitive skin. Rosemary is good for digesting emotions. Juniper is good for emotional and physical cleansing. Relieves emotional crisis. Colors, and I'm going to be done. Black. Oh, this is for womb healing. Black centers the womb. Red energizes the womb. Orange helps the womb digest life. Yellow helps you fully communicate with your womb. Green rejuvenates the womb. Blue calms and soothes the womb. Indigo raises the spiritual womb vibration. Yellow again helps us think clearly about the womb, her condition, and surroundings. White purifies. Wait, what we talking about? Different herbs, what book? So this is Queen of Fool's book, and it was just talking about different herbs you can use for your wellness. That was like for some mental wellness. I'm on Wattpad, y'all. Just the girl 401. Follow that. Okay, bet. And so yeah, this is the book I was. The last book I'm gonna close this out with because I'm really pushing it. Fuck. January 12th. So this has like daily messages for a full year. So I'm gonna go to January. I've actually never finished this. Become more accepting of your own duality. This is a beautiful message already. As you shift into the authentic you. Damn, I can't read. Hold on, I'm talking about other people. As you shift into the authentic you integration. Oh, no, this is a typo on God because I'm like, bro, I can read. They literally said, as you shift into the authentic you integration. I think they meant your integration of your light and dark is part of the process. Just like the joy of sharing your life with someone until they leave and you experience sorrow, both are equal parts of the same experience. Judging these experiences, self and others, with a good or bad merit is not assisting your integration, as both parts are equally relevant. If you never knew pain, how would you know joy? If you never knew sadness, how would you know happiness? If you never felt unloved, how would you know how love felt? Woo! There is polarity. Knowing one allows you to know the other. Integration of your own duality is necessary for becoming whole. Perceiving experiences as completely negative obstructs the wisdom of the truth being visible. Owning and accepting the totality of your experiences, good and bad, will allow the wisdom to surface and your expansion to occur. I accept both my light and shadow in totality. And this is a book called Soul Guidance by Essence Rising. And they basically have like daily messages. That, yeah, it's definitely a beautiful message. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking because I always find something to talk about. But I want to look at the calendar right quick. All right, so if TikTok doesn't close, I'll be live next Sunday. If it's not deleted, I'll be live. No promises again for the rest of the month because I have to meet with my subscribers after that. No. Everybody want to call me when I'm on live. But yeah, so if TikTok fingers crossed not deleted. I'll be back here next Sunday. I guess 6 might be good if that works for us. It's the air sign in us. No, literally, I can't shut up. I need that. Summer, make sure you text me, please. I'm going to get back to you. If not tonight, then definitely by tomorrow, and we'll work something out. I definitely want you to cancel your subscription on TikTok, and then for whatever you paid, I can give you a free mini reading or simply refund you, whatever you prefer. But yeah, if not, we'll just be on YouTube migrating. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your evening. It's always a pleasure and my honor to connect with you and read you. Sending you, I'm on YouTube and Instagram. Follow me there. See you later. Have a good night. I will talk to you guys